Hello everybody, back here again for our vlog a day, and today is Saturday the 3rd, and today was a lovely, beautiful day to be alive. Got this morning a lot off and on throughout the night. Got up and finally gave up and just got up about 5:30ish or so, maybe 6, and called it a start to the day. So not sleep virtually at all night. Had a little dog with me, Versa, how do you pronounce his name? I kept calling it Vespa, it's close enough. But first time ever being boarded, and the dog was just schizo all night long, just barking at stuff and any tiniest little sound. It was awful. I was trying to get to cuddle with me. I tried separating it, everything, nothing worked, and just didn't work. So it was just not fun, to the point that I even had the leash hooked up because the dog wants to run from you. And I even wrapped the leash like kind of around my hand, so it basically had nowhere to go. It could go like from my waist to my chest. It's like all it could move. And then it would jump down, go bark at the door. Other dogs outside the room and stuff. So there was other dogs in the room. It was just anytime, it was ridiculous. And I have a sleep tracker that tracks all my sleep. And the longest the dog didn't bark or make noise and stuff and set off the sleep tracker was 28 minutes. The average was about 18 minutes. And the dog was just never settled down. And then when if you'd open your eyes up and look at the dog would be sitting there staring like out of the room, like what the hell, like freaked out. So definitely was not a restful night in any way, shape, or form. So I got up, got the dogs all out, got them all basically a chance to go to the bathroom and stuff, got them all back in, took the dog out that's become super aggressive, so I took that dog out, and basically from there got everybody fed, got them all separated, all the fun stuff there, brought the aggressive dog back in, let the rest of the dogs outside so they could all play and hang out for the morning. But the aggressive dog hung out inside with my wife and mother, and just, it sucks because it's a decent dog. I've watched it a bunch, but it's just, can't trust it anymore. And the big thing is the fact that when she went after their dog, a good scolding didn't stop her. She had to be pulled apart, and that's just, I can't have that. That's not cool. Every once in a while I have dogs get a little bit on the ornery side, and usually a good, swift yell will break them up, and that didn't break her up. So at that point, you just get to live in isolation, unfortunately. So kind of is what it is. But yeah, went ahead from there, got her back in, let everybody else outside, and basically rotated that back and forth throughout the day. But in the morning, my mother and my wife decided to head out to go do some grocery shopping. They went and got some stuff, asked what I wanted for the week, and kind of set up a little bit of a idea of some food plans and stuff and whatnot. So they headed out, hung out with the dogs, everybody just chilling out, having a good time. Had the meet and greet that people reached out trying to set up. And they always want to do meet and greets on the weekends. I'm like, no, I got too much going on the weekends, too many annual stuff, and I've had just so many people blow off the weekend meet and greets that I changed my day around. And I'm talking like 25, 30 times this happened to me over the 15 years I've been doing this, that I'm just completely done with it. 100% now. I don't do meet and greets on weekends anymore. So it's unfortunately the few who have screwed up for everybody else makes it more difficult, but I have to value my time, and this is a business, so kind of is what it is. So went ahead though, got a couple scheduled out for next week, so hopefully they go well, it all goes good. End up sending home the Doberman. Went home today, and the little fuzzy white thing that was cute as button, but didn't sleep the night at all. They both went home today, and I was glad to see them both go home. The Doberman didn't care, but I was glad to see the white one go home, because they even admit their dog just like runs off and won't come back, and that makes me a little nervous too. So I'm outside with her, I just never really felt comfortable and safe. Even though my fence is, dog safe, I check all the edges, all the corners every morning, and usually, I'm out walking in the yard, I'll kind of give an eye at the weak spots. But this little dog, I don't trust a dog not to climb a fence. I mean, she's ornery, she's a wiry little thing, so kind of is that deal with that stress as well too. So we'll not be watching this dog again unless something major changes are made, kind of thing, like if the dog gets obedience training, that kind of thing, whatever and stuff, or whatnot. Or they pay a lot more than my regular rate, because it is way too much work to deal with this dog. So, but super cute, love the little dogs, just can't handle the behavior of the dog. And it really sucks because the owners are awesome. The lady dropped the dog off, and her kid was there, and just super inquisitive little kid. He was trying to figure out how my gate brackets work and stuff, and even opened up the pinball machine because I guess his dad's an engineer and he's kind of into that whole world of, you know, figuring stuff out. And I showed him inside the pinball machine with all the resistors and the wiring and the buzzers and the different, you know, connectors and stuff. And he thought that was pretty cool too. So, but kind of is what it is there. So that sucks, just the fact that sometimes I'll get good dogs and bad owners, and then I'll get semi-bad. I mean, the dogs aren't bad, it's just not a good fit for us. And great owners, and I wish we could just mend them together. If I had a bad owner and a bad dog both, it'd be a lot easier to tell them to piss off. But when you have a great owner who follows all the rules, but their dog sucks, it just makes it that much harder. So, but I'd rather deal with a good dog and a bad owner than a bad dog and a good owner. So it is what it is. But they got back to the grocery store, got everything all put away, so they're able to kind of let the dogs in and out. Because when they're bringing in groceries and stuff, I make sure every dog's put up outside with me and stuff, so I'm out there with them, so I don't have to worry about the dog escaping. Even though we do double doors and double gates and all that kind of stuff, it's just one extra thing they got to worry about tripping on and that kind of thing. So it's all good. Plus, if you set a bag of food down, you don't want a dog trying to get into it, kind of thing. So kind of makes life a little easier that way. But went ahead from there, was able to just kind of hang around for the day. Nothing real major going on. Got a little bit of yard work done, nothing too much. Did go across the street and got the 4th of July tub out of the attic and brought that back over so we can basically hang that stuff up. And I just kind of stuck on a wall. We got a theme wall in our house that I did in the old house that I did here as well, and it works out pretty nice. So instead of randomly forgetting, like, you end up in August, you're like, oh crap, there's a 4th of July thing. You have it all in one spot. Halloween and Christmas is spread out a little more, but other than that, it's just one wall of stuff. Plus, it works out well because if you do too much things, you gotta get rid of some stuff because it don't fit in the wall. So that makes it nice. This wall's a little taller, but actually a lot taller, but a little shorter. So about the same amount of space you can put stuff in, but it is what it is there. So went ahead and hung up my, I guess, window gate kind of thing. There's a spot by the door that's like a little cutout where towards the front door that I've had now 2 dogs have jumped through it. One was a pointer that a buddy of mine has, and then the dog's just psycho and so much energy, and I had another dog do it also. So I was like, well, I gotta hang up something there. But we like it being open. We like to be able to, you know, reach through it, unlock the door for my wife if she gets home, that kind of thing. Not to actually open the gate, but I can't have a dog jumping over that either. So I've set it up right now, right, it's kind of hang up like a little decorative great gate, like I guess art looking piece that hangs there on some screws. And then you can take it off, set it back behind the chair when the dogs aren't here, put it back up when you have hyper jumpy dogs, and then take it back down. So it makes it kind of nice. So it's gonna work. My wife had bought a print that had 2 different sides so she could see stuff on both sides, and it just didn't fit there at all. It didn't work. And it was one of those things where for what you want to read it, it needs to be hanging too high, but it's too short of a piece. So when you hang it that high, it now defeats the purpose, then you jump underneath it. So didn't work, but she hung it somewhere else in the house. In the house, it's all good. It wasn't like it was just a complete waste of money, but got that done. Basically, nothing much else really going on. It's hanging out for the day. End up printing some stuff. I got some new silk filament for my 3D printer. Beautiful gold color. And my printer before had messed up on silk. Doesn't seem to be doing good, so we'll see how it goes. I got a guy coming over supposedly tomorrow. He's hoping to come over tomorrow to pick up the blaster I made for him and see what happens there, and hopefully he gets over and picks it up, finds out anything else he wants out of the pile of stuff that I have for him, or things I printed he might want as well. So went ahead from there, started a big, like a 10-hour print as I headed to bed, so we'll see how it does in the morning, how it's running, and go from there. But end up having time to get my run in, get my run done, came back, got myself a shower, played with all the dogs again real quick, had dinner, got the dogs all separated out and fed, ended up heading back outside I just had leftovers so I had for dinner, and then I basically ended up taking over leftovers to my father-in-law. I had to go make water, so I basically, my water filter still set up at the old house, so I go there and make my reverse osmosis filtered water. So I went ahead, headed over there, dropped off dinner to him, and then basically got the water jugs filled. It takes a couple hours to make 2 gallons, not quite. It takes probably about an hour and 45 minutes, but I'd rather have a little water around the ground than have to go there and have it not quite full and have to make 2 trips. So I just set my timer for 2 hours. Go over and get it. There's always, maybe I lose maybe half a gallon or a gallon onto the ground, which isn't the end of the world. So went and grabbed those 2 jugs, brought them back. So now we got 14 gallons of filtered water again, which I always think about it, people talk about hurricane prep and they go out and they buy like 14 cases of water and they never drink them, because rarely do we lose water that long. But you guys go buy 1 7-gallon jug from, you know, wherever, it doesn't matter, for 15, 25 bucks, whatever, and then fill it up yourself off your tap before the storm. Or like I do with the RO filtered water, have filtered water, and it's virtually free the rest of your life. So, but everybody's got their own ideas of what they think they need and want, so works out. But yeah, other than that, hung out in the evening, had myself a nice little cigar, chilled out with the dogs, finally wrapped it up, headed in, called it a night. Talk to you guys soon. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.